is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
I'm not sure if you know about this, Swifties, but there is a new 24/7 station dedicated to Taylor Swift. It's available now to stream via the Nova website and the Nova Player app.
I've been on this non-stop. Because do you ever find when you put Taylor on yourself, you automatically gravitate towards the songs you want?
Yeah.
On this, they're picking the playlist for you. You're just enjoying someone else's curation.
I love that.
It's a smorgasbord of Taylor Swift, and it's available now. Hello and welcome to the podcast. Educate for a brand new year. Welcome back, Jess and Lizzie, my Swifties and Taylor Swift experts.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you for having us, and thank you,
Lovely to be
2024,
back.
for what a wonderful start.
And also, coming back to work for a brand new year, there is a lot to look forward to. But I have to say, especially working in a place like this, Taylor Swift is featuring heavily in all of our chats.
So much Taylor.
If she didn't already at the end of last year, even there are conversations in my car with my daughter driving around. We did a lot of Taylor Swift listening in the car on road trips.
Getting those Tay-Tay hours up.
Over Christmas. And then it was only last night my girlfriend messaged me. She's taking her daughter to the concert, who is also 9, and she said, is it too early to open the conversation about what we should wear to the Taylor Swift concert?
Absolutely not.
And I said, funny you should say this, because it's only weeks away until the concert now. We're excited and momentum is building. But to kick off this new round of Educate podcasts, Jess, you need to bring me up to speed. And we will do this every week. There is a lot for me to learn before I head in to the stadium on that night.
That's right, because you're a new Swiftie, Kate, and we have been
I am.
educating you, as we so aptly named the podcast.
I appreciate you giving me or welcoming me into the fold, because I'm sure there are Taylor Swift
Of
fans
course.
who are a bit more territorial about this.
No, the more Swifties, the more shows we get, I
Right.
think. So you are welcome, just purely from a numbers point of view. So what we're going to do is we are going to take you through all the steps you need in order to get prepared for the concert.
Sure.
In particular today, if you are a new Swiftie and you're heading to the Eras Tour, or maybe you're an OG Swiftie and you're just feeling a little bit rusty, we're going to take you through all the fan chants that happen at every Taylor show, and you can practice before getting in there.
Because they are important.
They
and
are
if you don't
important.
know them, that's when you actually might get shunned, if I'm honest.
Well, we want to
So
educate you and everyone.
I need to earn my seat.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay,
yeah.
so and when you say chant, I know you're about to talk me through it, but when you say chant, is this like the celebration song that a footy team might sing at the end?
Oh, not really.
Oh, so it's throughout the show?
We should have actually said, yes, it is. And then at the end of the concert, you'd stand
You're
up.
just...
Just a
Do you know,
solo
do you know
song.
who'd love that? Travis.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that is very true.
A sporting theme. Okay, let's do it.
So the fan chants happen at certain points in the songs. It's either something extra that you might yell out, like a phrase. It might be a lyric that gets emphasised, or it might be like a clap. But if you don't know them before going in, you're going to be in a bit of trouble and you're going to sit there looking a little bit silly. So please, let me educate you.
Sillier than this?
You belong with me in this podcast, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. So the first chant we're going to go through is the Delicate fan chant. Delicate is one of the songs from Reputation, and there is a line that Taylor says, which is, "We can't make any promises now, can we, babe? But you can make me a drink." That is your cue to yell out, 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch! That is the
I
fan
don't know
chant
if I
for
can
Delicate.
say
No,
that.
Taylor even gestures to it herself because she loves it that much.
Have a listen to how it sounds live in a huge stadium.
Can't make any promises now, can we, babe?
Here it comes.
You can make me a drink.
Oh, so it's not even a lyric?
No.
This
No.
is the fans themselves
Do you know
who
how it
made this
started?
up. How?
So it's from a fan. Her name was Emily Valencia. She was 15 years old at the time. She shouted it out while attending the Reputation World Tour in Pasadena in California. And then in May 2018, she shared the video on Twitter. It went viral. And then Taylor referenced it at her next show. She kept hearing it, and then she now counts people into it.
Oh,
So it's like
wow.
our very own personal joke with Taylor.
And what's the girl's name?
Her name's Emily.
And where's Emily now?
Well, she got invited to a lover's secret session, and Taylor said to her, 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch, and gave her a hug and took a photo with her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she
it's the
did
best.
thank her, and that is Swiftie law. You have to know that one. If you're
You
going to know
do.
any of them, that's the one to know.
Now I'm excited
Okay.
because I'm also imagining in the moment at the concerts when this is happening, there's a stadium full of people who know the rules.
Yes.
This is like, okay, this is going to make me sound really daggy. The only thing I can liken it to is when I would do pantomime in the UK.
Pardon me?
It's relatable for us.
When I worked on Home and Away.
What's pantomime?
What's home and away?
Now you sound like my daughter. And so you would perform in a show that was a fairy tale of sorts. So you might do Cinderella or Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
And in a panto, just because people have been brought up in the UK and seen pantomimes at Christmas time, they know what the rules of the panto are. So they know how to engage with the actors on stage at particular times.
Yeah.
So is that what this is like?
exactly
so when
like that.
Taylor's singing that, it's not like that
No,
at all.
it is.
I don't
It
really-
is.
So what I'm saying is when Taylor's singing that song, there aren't any instructions.
No.
It's just that everybody's vibing.
Yes.
Taylor, they know that. Please cut the vibing thing out.
No.
But they all know what to do, and there's a great anticipation
Exactly.
of she's doing
It's
that
coming.
thing.
Chant number 2.
Yep.
This is in Bad Blood. The original Bad Blood doesn't have Kendrick Lamar on it. The remix has a rap verse from him, and you'll hear this in Bad Blood. Now he's about to do his line, but of course he's not there, so the crowd has to do it. So what we're yelling there is you forgive, you forget, but you never let it go. Which
Yep.
is just his simple rap verse.
Yeah.
Make sure you say it. She loves to hear it back.
Okay, great.
does.
I think I would do that naturally anyway
Yeah.
because I know the Kendrick
I
Lamar.
think you would too.
Yeah, okay, I'm just writing
She's
this.
got street cred. We all know it.
Writing it down.
I am actually writing it down so I can go through my checklist on the night.
That's very good studying. Thank you, Kate. And it is a pleasure to educate you every week.
A+.
The next one, which also comes from a remix of a song, is the Anti-Hero remix. Bleachers jumped on that. Bleachers is made up of Jack Antonoff and his bandmates. He's the producer of a lot of Taylor's albums and songs. So they jumped on for a remix. And you'll hear in the line, she says, did you hear my covert narcissism I disguised as altruism like some kind of congressman? Thank God we're not repeating that bit back. All you need to say there is, Taylor, you'll be fine afterwards. Have a little listen. Which is the original lyric they do over the top of that. So you won't
Yeah.
hear that in the normal Anti-Hero, just the remix, but you will hear it at the Eras Tour.
Great,
So
okay.
make sure you know that one.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Okay, we move on now to All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor's version. The first line is when she says, and you were tossing me the car keys, the line you need to scream back to her, and it is in the lyrics, is fuck the patriarchy. Loved
Which,
that
if
for
there's
us.
anything that May's going to scream, I think it should be that one.
And I
Oh,
think if
no.
you're taking kids,
It's beautiful.
If you're taking kids with you, you've got to let the swearing slide for this, okay?
You do. There's lots of TikTok videos of mums like having a little talk with their toddlers before they go, or their young girls, and being like, if you're going to say this word, tonight's the night, and then that's it.
Because have a listen to what it sounds like when the stadium yells
Okay.
it. 80,000 women. And maybe
pretty
like
powerful.
a few gay men all yelling fuck the patriarchy
Yeah, I
at
know,
once.
I
That's
know.
inspirational. And of course, the girls that brought their boyfriends.
Yeah.
Okay, the other line or the other chant that we have from All Too Well, this is when she says, you said if we had been closer in age, maybe it would have been fine. You then need to yell out, how'd that make you feel? And then she's going to tell you. Have a listen to this. Made me want to die. So she responds then. So that's a little filler phrase so that you do a bit of call and response with her.
Oh, this is so engaging.
The next one, we move on to some clapping. Now, I know you paid the clapping out at the start.
No, I'm not paying
This
it
is
out.
very
I'm not,
important.
Jess, we can't keep doing this
No,
if you're going
and we
to
can't
take
let you go to the
offence.
concert
No.
if you are going to, disrespect.
I'm
Swiftie
not.
law.
I'm not. I love a bit of clapping.
Well, that's too slow. You need a. The reason being, in You Belong With Me,
Yep.
there is a line, I'm the one who makes you laugh when you know you're about to cry. Now, this is so serious that I've seen a video of a stagehand and he's like halfway down the stadium, someone was filming him, and he's like loading boxes at the time. He's obviously on the tour as the crew.
Mm-hmm.
This line comes up, he dropped what he was doing and he did the double clap just because it's so ingrained in his head. So we'll show you where the moment is now. On its way. Here we go. So the whole stadium will do that.
Yeah,
So you've
okay.
just got to make sure you're on it. I'm sure a double
You'll be
clap
great.
might be the easiest one we get.
Should we
to be
test it
honest.
now? Do you want to have a go?
Now?
Yeah.
Hands up, ready? I knew she'd get it. I knew we'd have to practice twice on the clap, but she got there.
Just for the record, that is the first time we tried it.
That was very good.
I mean, that's not
Correct.
well rehearsed.
That was
already.
very, very good. Okay, the next one that I want to talk about, there's two more.
Okay.
There's actually heaps and heaps and heaps, but we can't
These
really
are
go
the main
through.
ones.
We can't really go through all
Yeah.
of them. So the next one is in a song called Don't Blame Me. Now this song, and you'll experience this when you go to the Eras Tour, this is a religious experience. And you'll understand why we have to chant what we have to chant, because she gets to a line in the song where she says, every time you're loving me, and there's a bit of music that plays, you have to yell out, take me to church.
Okay.
Which feels weird. But when you're there and
Yes.
the music's playing and then her next line is Lord save me,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It
So
is
it
a religious
fits.
experience. Have a little listen to what that sounds like. So it does make sense. And you're really amping her up for this high
Yeah.
note here.
I like that. When in that audio, though, it sounds as though it's just one person in the wings yelling it to her.
Well, I
but
think that might have been the video, the first
girl
person to
videoing?
do it. As in, that's the
Oh,
one
like
that
the
started
OG.
it. Because that's what happens. People do these things and then they go
And they
viral.
catch on.
They catch
Yeah.
on and,
Yeah.
Okay.
next thing we know, we're doing a whole bloody podcast on it. Okay, and then the last one. This is another one. So this is at the beginning of Style. You will know Style because it has its very famous guitar riff that it begins with. As we get close to the verse starting, you just need to ask Taylor, hey, what time is it? Have a little listen. Iconic.
This will be my alarm clock.
All right, here we go. You're feeling it. And then she responds with midnight. So another bit of call and response there. Again, there's lots and lots. You'll probably hear more. But
you know
if we
what?
can focus on these ones.
Oh, I think I need to.
Do you know what? You could come up with your own. Imagine if you go viral making up your own chant
That's not
on the
bad.
night.
What
Kate
would you-
Ritchie.
What would you go with?
What song could I do?
Yeah, what song could you do?
Let's think about this.
Yeah. We need to brainstorm. Send in
Or
your
if,
ideas.
exactly, if you have any suggestions, please DM us on the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie Instagram page.
Great idea.
With
And
maybe an example of how, I mean, you've talked
Yeah.
me through it today, maybe with an example of how it would unfold. Then I
Yeah.
can rehearse it. Then we can do it on
Now,
the
we don't
night.
have long, so we've got to get onto this.
Yeah.
All right. So, know your chants, know them well, enjoy the concert, and I'll leave you with this, Kate Ritchie. You're on your own here. Lizzie and I aren't going to give you a. We're not going to give you
What
a
do I
cue.
need to put? Thanks, guys.
Bye. Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.